It's Jaunti, boy.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jaunti. Welcome back to the channel. I'm finally back with a new video. My apologies for not uploading as much as I would like to. I've been trying to keep my health in order for the last couple of days, and you know, just so much has been going on. But I will make another video updating you guys about my health as far as for the tumor being gone. I'm just hoping it hasn't come back. I'm up for another MRI scan probably the next 4 or 5 months. I don't recall, but I'll mention all that in another video. But for this video, before I get into it, I'd like to say thanks to those who have recently subscribed. I really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Also, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of new videos once I upload them. And also, give this video a thumbs up. Smash that like button for your boy. I would really appreciate it. It will help this channel out a lot. For this video, weeks ago, I did post a poll asking you guys what type of videos you like. And I did put it in order: EQ, compression, reverb, delay. Of course, I knocked 4 of those out the way. Now for the last one, there's a gentleman who asked me if I could make a video showing you guys how I sample using all the features with the machine. That's the only drum machine I have. I did have another drum machine, but it was on a Maschine MK3, which I sold about a year ago. And I am using Maschine by Native Instruments. Right here, I will be showing you guys of how I sample. I don't use the sampler tool within Maschine 2 software. I use Serato sample. It's like the easiest and much quickest way for me to sample beats, chop them up. I'll show you guys how I do it in a minute, and I'll show you guys, on every step on how you can use this to sample your own beats. There are a bunch of guys who I watch use the machine on YouTube. That's exactly how I learned how to use it. YouTube is basically free tuition. DDS was the only one who I actually learned how to use this stuff, including Landmark and Sanjay C, if I'm mispronouncing his name. They all have ways on how to teach people how to use drum machines. But Native Instruments, the machine right here, this is my baby right here, including this one and the Maschine Micro. They changed the game for me. They changed my life as a producer, made me better at producing music. So yeah, let's get into it, and I'll show you guys what I do in a second. Alright guys, it's about 1:46 in the morning. I'm doing it this late because I kept getting interrupted earlier. So right now, I didn't want to wake the neighbors. They should be asleep by now. Now it's my chance to actually get this video out the way. I know you guys, one of you guys probably been waiting for this video for a while. My apologies. But yeah, I'm going to start off by showing you guys exactly what I do with the machine to chop up my samples and make anything else into a beat. As you guys may or may not already know, I use Serato sample. I don't use the sampler in the machine because Serato sample is much more simple, straightforward, and much more faster for me to come up with ideas in order to chop up these samples. So yeah, so basically what I do is I just drop, a sample in there. I'll just play it. And basically what I do is I go straight right here, and this is called the downbeat, which is the first of the bar. So like for instance, if you hear like a little sample, and then the kick comes in right there, that would be the downbeat. But since there's no drums on this sample at all, I'm gonna start right from the beginning, which is the downbeat. So just imagine the kick is right there. And that's basically it. That's what the drum beat is. So you always want to make sure, and that's also a good way for you guys to catch the tempo of the beat. But Serato sample will automatically give you the BPM, which is a plus because I hate trying to find the BPM in Pro Tools. Okay, there we go. So I start off by setting a slicer, which is the downbeat right here. It might start a little bit sooner before, probably a few milliseconds before or after. This is what I wanted right here. Let's click on set slicer and see where it would be. Just as I expected. It's gonna start right at the beginning. Okay guys, now you're probably wondering, before I even start sampling anything, what do I do with these pads here? Well, I'll start off with these 4 options. The first one is pad mode, second one keyboard, third one chords, and the fourth one step. Now for pad mode, I choose the first pad, which is the sample. And basically the reason why I choose this one, because I want this sample to be exactly right here on this pad, which is like a group of any type of sounds that you like to add. Second one, let's say for instance I want to add a different type of sample. It'll be locked in on this pad here. Now as for groups, this one, as you can see on the screen, this one is for samples, this one for leads and chords, third one drums, fourth one FX and risers. You know, you get the gist. So these are groups. These are groups. And the first group contains the sample. So as for the keyboard, it acts as if it's a MIDI keyboard or a piano. These would be your keys. And if you're not so sure exactly which key it is, you press key again and it'll show you exactly what key and scale you're in. You can change the octaves and the semitones. Same thing for up here. And for whatever title that's on each pad, if you want that to happen on that pad when you touch it, make sure you hold the shift key. It's just like a keyboard. So it's a multi-tasking smart drum machine. That's why I love this thing. Like, I think this thing just actually changed the game for me. It made me to a better producer. So let's start off by chopping up this sample and see what we can get. Now, as for these tabs right here, starting off with here, this is the fixed velocity for your volume. And based on the velocity of the sound, when you touch on it gently, or even harder, it's going to be full volume. You uncheck that and you touch it gently, and even harder. That's the velocity. So I'll keep it at fixed volume depending on how loud I would like the sounds to come out. As for the scene, this is basically based on the song structure. The intro, first verse, pre-chorus, chorus, second verse, break, and coda, which is another term for the conclusion of the song, the end of the song. For the pattern, this is the first pattern. If I focus on that same pattern, that same loop of the sample, I might want to change it up. So you click on this one right here, the second pattern, to change up the same sample into a different way. So before I even start on with the drums, I start off with the 808s. Okay, now it's low. You might want to turn up a little bit, turn up the octave. And what you want to do, you want to go back to the sample, Serato sample. Let's see, boom, boom, the sample. And also, if you're like me and you're not too good with music theory, I just always go to Serato sample and make sure what key I'm in. This is F sharp minor. So I want to make sure that my drums are in the same key and scale. Whatever you get your kicks from, or your 808s, or if you create your own, you also want to make sure that they're in the same key and scale as the sample. So otherwise, it's gonna be off key. It's gonna throw people off. So this is what I do. I go back to my drums. I'm on my 808s, and what I do is it's F sharp minor. I put it on minor, and I switch the key. There we go, F sharp. And also, I start off with the highs. So once you play your 808s or bass low as the beat play, it's kind of hard to hear. So when I like to play up in the high notes so I can hear what I'm playing. So in that way, soon as I get it right on beat, then I drop it down a few octaves or semitones depending on how I like to beat the sound. Basically the octaves. Go down 2 octaves and then boom. You should be able to be on key. Now it sounds like it's on point, but the notes are too high. So what I do is I play the beat, hold shift, go down an octave again. And this is the mixer. This helps me control any sounds that like to be turned up high or low. So in that way, I have to focus on the screen. But yes, this will show everything on here, the mixer. And also, if you want to pitch bend the 808, here's your knob right here. And also for my hi-hats, I put on note repeat. That's also a short word, ARP. Well, we're not going to focus on an ARP. You click on note repeat, and it'll play 1/8 of a note repeatedly. Or it could be 1/4 of a note on your screen. 1/16. Or 1/32. 1/32. And also, if you want to stay on the screen, you could click on lock right here, or if you want to hold while you press it, there you go. And also, it's showing a lot of space on the screen. It's taking up a lot of space, and my eyes are not that good since the screen that's showing all of the patterns from the drums is pretty small. So what you want to do is on the Maschine, hold shift, press variation, and it show these 4 paths they'll light up. Left, right, up, down. Up, you zoom in, press down, zoom out, and you navigate left and right. So to make it bigger, boom. That's fine enough. Now, as far as for the drums, they sound a little bit off. The kick and the 808s are clashing with one another, so I want to do some sidechain compression. Here's one issue too that most producers always debate about: quality versus quantity. A lot of producers like to add as much sounds to a beat as they can, but as far as for the quality, it can lose quality because there's too much instrumentation, in my opinion. So I might take a sample, chop it up a little bit, add a few sounds to it, and boom, that's a wrap. So let's add a few sounds. All right, let's add some keys to this bad boy here. Now, I did it before. You want to make sure that you're in the right key and scale. F sharp minor. We're in a minor. You can put in minor pentatonic. See, that was a melody right there. So that's how you're able to stay in key. You can put it in minor pentatonic or harmonic minor. You know, so I mean, I didn't really record it. I'm just improvising, just freestyling. But yeah, that's basically it. You know, it's very straightforward. As this is my workflow. You know, I'm not doing too much all in one because, you know, I'm just doing it for the sake of this video. I don't want to make the video too long, but it usually takes me about 15-20 minutes just to come up with a very good beat that I can come up off the top of my head. 10 minutes if I'm lucky. But yeah, that's basically it. You guys let me know in the comment section below. It's your boy Jaunti. I'm signing off. You guys have a blessed one. I love you. God loves you more. Stay blessed and peace out.